now we have to do the active recalling of the second question. And even before starting this, I feel I don't know this. Second question, that was about resource mobilization. So what had I studied about resource mobilization? Resource mobilization. It is a way, right, in which an economy basically identifies, then accumulates, generates your productive, uses financial, non-financial assets for the generation of resources. And why do you, I think we studied it in terms of, yeah, something like resource mobilization, right? So first, it is able to channelize the income, right? The channelize household savings into productive assets. Second, unlock the value of things, the various assets, the for example, national monetization pipeline. I don't remember the target. It was around 2029, 2030, but the target is completely missing from my mind. Then here it was about, wait, let me write it down. Channelize. And national monetization pipeline. Here it is because of this that you will be able to invest in infrastructure. You will lead to human capital formation. It will lead to capital formation, right? It will lead to other things also. And the one of the major problem is that a lot of this mobilization, it goes for revenue expenditure. These are the points that I remember. Oh god, I don't remember anything else. Revenue expenditure. Do I remember resource mobilization? Then how to increase, I guess we had studied that also. In that I remember increasing, or no, this is the significance, I guess, right? Yeah, I'm mixing two things up. So ये जो चीज़ है revenue expenditure, this won't come here. This is the significance. Here we will say it helps us to overcome external sector dependence. External sector. Now what are the problems, right? I don't know problems. I'm just seeing that I had written 3 problems. Now can I recognize them? One, I know the low this tax ratio, tax to GDP ratio, and only 6.6% of the people, they file ITR returns. I know this. Second one, now I have seen that I have written 3 problems, but what were those problems? First, I know. Second I need to see, right? The second is related to, I guess it was about the bond market is not deepened. But iska kya lena dena? Mobilization obviously hai. If there's no bond market, how will you mobilize resources? And the third one was related to, see, we are not getting money from tax, we are not getting through bond market. Third, what are the other challenges? What is the main challenge when it comes to this? Again, I'm totally blank. This is the issue with me. It was fiscal and structural. Yeah, I just talked about the revenue constraints and all. I don't know why I get so bored. Like, just 1 second, if I'm able to. This was a question on, I don't think it is saved. I need to give myself the internet connection. Or let's just try first on our own. So resource mobilization, it refers to the process by which an economy identifies, generates and channels. So resource mobilization refers to the process by which an economy identifies, generates and channels the financial and the non-financial resources. Rather than this, I would like some other thing, but ठीक है, अभी के लिए introduction में even this is fine. So it refers to the process by which an economy identifies, generates and channels financial and non-financial resources towards productive investment and expenditure. So identifies, generates and channels financial and non-financial resources. So it is the process by which an economy identifies, generates and channels financial and non-financial resources towards productive investment and public expenditure. Towards productive investment and public expenditure. So identifies, generates and channels the financial and non-financial resources towards productive investment and public expenditure. Now financing public investment. Tax revenues, they fund critical infrastructure, stick savings, mobilization, disinvestment and asset monetization. The target is 16.72 lakh crore. The target is 16.72 lakh crore. Reducing the external dependence, कुछ याद नहीं था मुझे. FPI withdrawals, current account sustainability. Wait, this was question number 2. Identifies, generates and channels. So you are identifying, you are generating. So basically you just identify, generate, channel the financial and the non-financial resources towards productive investment and public expenditure. So you are generating, identify, generates and channels the productive and the non-productive resources. So basically you are identifying, generating and channeling the financial and non-financial resources, the financial and non-financial resources towards investment and public expenditure. Now, what is the first part of this? Financing. See, what will happen? You are mobilizing resources. What's the productive and the non-productive resources? So it identifies, generates and channels. ये लिखना चाहिए. Introduction should be something else. But ठीक है. Even this is nice, I feel. Identify, generate, channels. At the end, it's about English, right? Keywords. Identifies, generates, channels the productive and the non-productive resources towards financial and non-financial resources towards investment and public expenditure. Either it is revenue or capital. So investment and public expenditure. Somehow resources are coming to you. Now you will put it somewhere, right? So financing public investment. You will put it in public investment. So financing public investment. That is. So financing public investment. So yeah, financing public investment. But this is not good. I need to, do something better maybe. Yeah, infrastructure and social service. So critical infrastructure and social service, or maybe you can also say that social is one of the ways in which we are. See how we are getting money and infrastructure and social service, infrastructure, social service. ये वाला point भी I was missing, right? So through which identify, generate and channels the financial and the non-financial resources towards productive investment and public expenditure. Identify, generate and channels the product and the financial and non-financial resources. So we are able to fund, we are able to finance public investment. For example, critical infrastructure and social security. The critical infrastructure required. So wait, we are able to finance the public investment. Logo name STI, as a result of which we are able to fund critical infrastructure projects, social security projects, right? Apart from that, what is happening in critical infrastructure, social security, we are able to bring about structural transformation. Not just we are investing in infrastructure and social security. Structural transformation. How structural transformation? This is my recalling power. एक दिन में I forget things. Structural transformation वाला point कहाँ गया? Yeah, through all this only structural transformation. Also structural transformation. Now how we are able to bring this structural transformation? By human capital formation. As in the budget, almost 4.5% of the money spent on education, health, right? Apart from that, we are not just we are going for infrastructure, we are going for human capital formation, we are going for social security, we are going for research and development investment, right? Because in our country, the R&D is just 0.4% of the GDP. We are going for capital formation in line sectors. So we are going for capital formation in line sectors like agriculture, MSMEs. Okay, so basically we have to broad framework, but when we are talking about source of mobilization, we are getting the money somewhere, right? So it will lead to investment in infrastructure, it will lead to investment in capital formation, it will lead to investment in R&D, in capital formation, which will further give a boost to agriculture and MSME, right? Apart from that, we are taking money from somewhere. So as a result, what is happening? But let's say we are talking about household. So the domestic savings of household is getting invested in some productive thing. Later on, they will get some returns on it. So domestic savings mobilization. So it channels, so what is happening? So this mobilization of resources, it is channeling household income into productive investment. Household income into productive investment. So it channels the household income into productive investment. So it channels the household income into productive investment. So the gross savings rate is 30% of the GDP. So it channels the household income. So it channels. So what is basically channeling the household income into productive investment? So it channels the household income into productive investment. Household, it channels the household income into productive investment. So it channels the household income into productive investment. So think about how SRM mobilization is the household income. So household income is channeled into productive investment. For example, the gross savings rate is 30% of the GDP for household. The gross savings rate is 30% of the GDP. The gross savings rate is 30% for household income. Second, not just the household income, but because of this investment and asset monetization, we are able to unlock the value from the existing public assets. So investment and asset monetization, we are able to unlock. What was the target? 16.72 lakh crore disinvestment and asset monetization. We are able to unlock the value from the existing asset.
Because of this investment and asset monetization, we are able to unlock the value from the existing public asset. Because of this investment and asset monetization, we are able to unlock the value from the existing asset. So first of all, what is the source mobilization? It refers to the process by which an economy identifies, generates, and channels. So an economy is able to identify, generate, and channels. So it refers to the process by which an economy. So what is the source mobilization? Simply the process by which an economy identifies, generates, and channels the financial and non-financial resources, whatever resources it has. For example, the land is also there. It's not financial. We are unlocking its value. So it refers to the process by which an economy identifies, generates, and channels the financial and non-financial resources towards productive investment and public expenditure. So you are channelizing it towards productive investment and public expenditure. So productive investment and public expenditure. So first thing that we are going to do here is financing the public investment. So financing the public investment. So we got it right that we are, through this money only we are able to invest in human capital formation, and that is also 4.5% of the budget every year. Through this only we are able to do
5%.
infrastructure. Through this only we are able to do capital formation. We are able to invest in R&D, and it is because of this that we are able to channelize the household savings in a productive manner. The household savings are around 50% of the GDP. We are able, we are able to derive value from asset monetization. Remember the national monetization pipeline.
Disinvestment and asset monetization by deriving value from the current, existing public assets. Target is 16.
If we are able to mobilize our resources, we are able to unlock our investment towards something. We are able to unlock our assets. Investment and asset monetization. Value from the existing public assets. We are able to channelize the household savings. We are able to invest. So we won't be able to. We won't have any dependence on any external sector. So external dependence will not be, right? So again, with resource mobilization, it reduces reliance on volatile foreign capital flows. So first step आता है, that is foreign flows. That is very volatile. Why is volatile? Again, example, for example, FDI. We are not talking about FDI. FDI withdrawals in 2025.
Why don't we want to have external dependence? Because the foreign capital flows are very volatile. Foreign capital inflows are very volatile.
They were about 18 billion. So FDI withdrawals in 2025, they were about 18 billion. So why, this is about
FPI withdrawals 18 billion. 2025 they were about 18 billion. So FPI withdrawals in 2025 they were about 18 billion. FPI withdrawals 2025 में they were about 18 billion. FPI withdrawals in 2025 they were about 18 billion.
Because we want to mobilize, right? So reducing external dependence. Again, with respect to mobilization, it reduces the reliance on volatile foreign capital. For example, with respect to FDI, in 2025, the FDI withdrawal was 18 billion. So FDI withdrawal was 18 billion in 2025. What was the FDI withdrawal? 18 billion in 2025. So FDI withdrawal was around 18 billion in 2025. Second, okay, one thing that we don't depend on foreign capital because we know that FDI is volatile. FDI withdrawal was about 18 billion in 2025. Second is the current account sustainability is maintained. Why? Because the import dependent consumption is limited. Because now what you can somewhere else, so the current account sustainability maintained by limiting the import dependent consumption. Import dependent consumption. People have less and less import. So this mobilization, why mobilization is required? You have to talk about paisa kahan se liya, banana and external sector. Generating and accumulating resources, let it be financial, non-financial, and then it will become. What is the challenge? The first challenge is low tax to GDP ratio. You